I don't know if yours cut. It probably did.
Oh, this deck was absolute dog shit.
How's it going, everybody? It's Frisby Moonsong here. Yow! And we are here with second place of the South African State Championship, Mr. Henku Groenewald, here giving us this spicy deck list of what we can see here of a deck that used to create Torment last year, and we thought it was over, and now we look at this and the Torment has only just begun. How are you doing, Henku?
No, it's good.
So
Yeah, thank you for allowing me here.
yeah. What brought you to play Kash.
So it's a combination of can't sleep, and then once it hits 2 o'clock in the morning, you create this monstrosity.
Right, but now I'm pretty sure the thing that people are going to be talking about the most about this deck is the side deck. What was the inspiration for the side deck?
So I was playing pure Kash Tenpai. I hated it like a lot. But I liked the concept of the Tenpais being in Kash, but it just sucked in the main deck. So I decided to put it in the side and catch people off guard when they're going first and I go second, and just like Tenpai OTK them, which kind of worked.
Yeah, because the Kash feels already strong, like on its own. It really does what it needs to do, and it can play through hand traps really well, as we can see. As we saw even from some of your games. I mean, there were some crazy games where you played through like 3 hand traps and everything, and still hit through a talents.
Yeah, no, the main part was like Tenpai doesn't go, so but Kash does it very well in like 2 settings. Like if you activate Shifter, you win.
Yeah, activate Shifter, you win. That's
But if you don't, you still have to do what we call gameplay. Kash does it very well. Few lines that we do.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Alright, so we're looking at your hand trap lineup here. We can see you've got... let's go for your non-engine lineup, because I think we can count like non-engine in terms of hand traps. You've got the 3 Imperm, you've got 3 Ash, 3 Shifter, I think, which is really good. And then we have 3 Cyclone. Tell me about the Cyclone in the main deck.
So the Cyclone, I always liked Cyclone in the main because there's always a imperm set or especially against like stun decks and stuff like that. I wanted to be prepared for anything, and it's very well diverse into the meta, especially here in South Africa.
Yeah.
I expected a lot of Snake Eyes, and I just play Snake Eyes, so it worked very well into Snake Eyes boards.
Yeah.
Especially like just banishing the IP or banishing whatever they put in this bomb trap zone. It worked really well, and I'm glad I made it. There was never a stadium,
Yeah.
a
moment,
situation.
Yeah.
It was never a situation where I drew it and was like, "Yo, I shouldn't make." And every time I saw it, I loved seeing it.
Yeah. So we've also got for the other 4 spots, I should say, 1 Talents, 2 Mourner, and 1 Bell. Can you explain the midnight thoughts of doing 2 Mourner,
Yeah.
1 Bell, 1 Talents?
So my 1 Talents it's literally the 40th card, and also the other reason why it's only 1 is because I hate seeing it. Like it's the bane of my existence. When I draw the 1 Talents, I'm like, yo, thank you.
Yeah.
But if I draw 2, I want to throw it away. Yeah. The 2 Mourner and 1 Bell. Okay, so it used to be 2 Bell and 1 Mourner, but I decided to switch it up because 3 o'clock coffee was getting to me, and The most important part of the bell was always for the brand matchup, but I expected more Tenpai, not Tenpai, the Snake Eyes, and with Snake Eyes more hard against Snake Eyes than Bell does. But I wanted the one Bell because look at Bell.
It's pretty. She's pretty, and also I guess it's kind of like it's also one of those things where it's like an extra target of a hand trap, you know, so you don't open multiples either.
Yeah, it's also it's a different type of hand trap you see sometimes. Like
And obviously you can't play
especially just
Jailer
having
with
hand trap.
regards to Shifter being in the deck.
Yeah, I didn't want to play any hand traps that conflict with Shifter at all because if I draw Shifter, it's I know it's an auto win button, but you still do need another hand trap as well.
Yeah.
Which means that if you have like that's also why I don't play Ghost Ogre as well, because I don't think it works very well.
Yeah.
With Shifter and effect values.
Yeah. But we all know Bell was just to stop your Shifter getting caught by it. I'm pretty sure. That's what.
Maybe.
Did that ever come up?
No, not at all.
No, not.
I shifted. I shifted four games in total throughout the entire state.
That's actually very little.
And two of them was one individual. That game took 5 minutes because
was that the
shift
game
him.
you asked your opponent what deck he was playing?
Yeah. I open shifted both games and he just.
Okay, so looking at your ratios for the Cash Tier stuff, can you go into detail a bit about that? Obviously, like 3 Fenrir, 3 Unicorn. We do like the Scareclaw Cash Tier. That thing is OP. It's been discussed before. The Ogre is really strong. I understand the pre-preparation or the preparation. Like it's really strong for like recursion and keeping your board presence. And then Birth is obviously Birth Control is insane. But the other ratios and stuff like that, could you explain to us what your thoughts were behind them?
Other is still pretty standard Cash, the 3 field spell. The other one that's maybe might seem strange is Theosis, and the reason why Theosis is a 2 is because I hate that card. I wish it was better in a way, but it's still good. Don't get me wrong. But if you see of it in your hand, you want to cry. If you see 3 of it, you just want to quit Yu-Gi-Oh forever. So 2 was really really good because just in recursion with the Rise Heart, just banishing it to add something like a Birth or something from Banish Zone is just crazy. So 2 is the correct ratio, I believe. And I don't care what other people say. I don't want to brick on it.
Yeah, it also requires a monster on board, and it's easily searchable, especially considering your deck can play through so much.
Yeah, and usually if you see the extra deck, we don't really want to get locked into Xyz that quite often. Yeah. So don't really want to open it. We want them in deck. If we want to search them, we can search them. If we want to banish them, we can banish them. It's more like a toolbox utility than an actual combo piece.
Yeah. So I think the next exciting part we can go to here is obviously I think we can go to the side deck because the extra deck looks pretty spicy. We can go to the side deck. We obviously have the Tenpai package. Can you explain your ratios with the Tenpai package? Because I noticed we cut it down a little bit.
Yeah, we cut it down. The reason why we cut it down is because of the extra deck, but I cut it down to a more reasonable size because I did want to play more side deck slots to dedicate matchups, and especially going first. Yeah. Where we take out imperms and put in the good stuff, and
we see the one spicy heat wave.
the one spicy heat wave. Yeah, that's what can I say?
What's the story behind the one heat wave sitting in the side deck?
So it was supposed to be 2, right? There was supposed to be 2 heat waves, but I could only find one for state. So I was like, okay, I have a 14 card side deck. It's just one. I think I played Magic Deflector first.
Yeah.
Like this deflector and just put 2 dimensional barriers in. that's just what happened.
Yeah, just
Like
play cards that say your opponent can't play for a turn, because that's all you need. You just need to not die
yeah,
in
and
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I thought Magic Deflect is very good against the Tenpai matchup, but so is D-Barrier. So it kind of like works in tandem with each other, and D-Barrier hits a lot of matchups as well. We expected a lot of Tenpai, we expected a lot of Branded, and a lot of Snake Eyes. And I think I faced all of the Snake Eyes players at the event. I
Yeah, so
believe so.
your road was rough.
Yeah, my route was a bit rough, but we got there and it was like, yeah, there's a random trust in there.
Yeah.
This is actually a very good card going second because it blocks the utility of the whole deck, especially also with the harpies and stuff like that. So the one trust, I believe it should still be there. The only card I would change in the side deck if I would play this deck is Heatwave. Like Heatwave needs to go.
Yeah.
But no, at the moment, what I would replace it.
All right. And now looking into the extra deck, we can see your three XZs here, the Mecha Phantom Beast, Draco Sack. We can see the Red Eyes Flame Metal Dragon being really good because it's a dragon monster. So if you go into the Tenpai stuff, you're still not locked into it or into the XZs that you're limited to. We see the Era was insane. We saw it in your match against the Tenpai player, how it's just, I think it makes a board that's really difficult to out. Then we go into your links. This is where the deck gets interesting, right? So we have the Link Spider and the Crystal G-Golems and the Heat Soul for the Heat Soul combo. But now here's the interesting part. We have a Cherubini and a Promethean Princess. Can you explain that to our viewers?
Yes. So this is where Draco Sack becomes like a 2-axis. Like you can go for the Heat Soul line, but if you read Draco Sack, it does summon 2 level 3s, and Cherubini it just requires 2 level 3 monsters. And if you make Cherubini and then you dump Pydra, and then you go into with your Draco Sack and Cherubini into Promethean Princess, and you just summon the Pydra,
and it
and
starts your entire combo for that is
so
crazy. Did you ever pull it off?
Yes, I pulled it off 3 times, and all 3 times my opponent was like, "What the hell just happened?" And especially when I summoned Cherubini, their face was very priceless.
Yeah.
I won. I almost did it in the semi-final, but Pranesh is very smart, and he just nabbed me. So yeah, no rip. But
shout out to
what was also nice, right? It was the fact that I could go Promethean and then go Heater to steal a fire because I just faced fire the whole day.
Oh yeah.
Which that it was just an extra line and sometimes extra stars for the by
that is crazy. Yeah.
By decay, which
the Tempo
what time. And what was nice is even if you can't OTK them, which shouldn't happen really. You still have a level 7 on board, and you still have like a Fenrir or a Unicorn. You can just overlay, make a Flame Metal, or you can make your Shangri-La and pass.
And that's really strong as well. Are there any last minute changes, or like are there any changes you would have liked to make to the deck, like right at the end? Are you happy with your list? Are there any cards you would have liked to have access to that would have changed the list maybe?
Heatwave. That is. To be honest with you, I probably wouldn't play the Empire part again, because sometimes it wasn't necessary. I'm not gonna lie, and Cashtera was strong on its own. It was very, very strong. So I'd rather have like a wide diverse of toolbox for the side deck, and as well as for the extra deck, like a wide variety of XYZs to go into. But at this event, it went very well. In terms of, I didn't need a toolbox.
And it was the surprise factor.
Yeah, the surprise factor as well, but the cash tier has been very well. It breaks boards going second. It makes a board going first.
It's a really strong engine in general, yeah.
It's just a really strong engine in general. So I don't think it needed the Tenpai, but it was nice to have, and especially if you pull off the combo, it feels quite good.
Yeah. And to say you made second place with the smokescreen deck is a lot of fun. Smokescreen is not something you see that often anymore because of how much guts it actually takes to do it. So really, congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. No,
Are
no.
there, are there any shout outs you want to give? Any people you want to say hi to? Any other feedback about the event that you would like to say to everyone?
I would like to say thank you to everyone that supported me there, especially against in the top cut. It was my first time in the top cut situation. Didn't know what was going on, but it was a lot of fun, a lot of support, and a lot of eyes. I would also like to thank my testing team of Rob, Mr. Moonsong here, Mac, Aiden, and Milan. Thank you very much for you guys. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have realized my deck is shit.
Best way to do it. Best way to do it. Thank you so much, Anko. Really appreciate you having been here, and congratulations on your second place at States. You already won the Open last year, so now that's 2 trophies in your arsenal, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot more to come. So thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you very much for me.
And for everyone else, sorry about the connection issues if we've had any throughout the way, but really appreciate everyone for listening in. And from me, Frisby Moonsong and Anko Groenewald, we will see you guys in the next video. Do it with me. 1, 2, 3. Yow!